with the labour shortages and kind of the tough market of insolvency of some subbies, Hutchies has looked to bring people in-house for their trades, and particularly in this Career Mail article I'm looking at, the form workers. Is that like, how does that change operations for you, and are there any challenges with that?
Yeah, there's certainly challenges. There's more people on your books, firstly. Bigger payroll, bigger risk as far as us managing that labour force to make sure it's productive, whereas historically head contractors sold that risk down to the subcontractors and it became their problem. I guess, the reason we're doing it is not it's not a strategic decision as much as dealing with the reality of the market. So we had a major form worker go into administration on our job. When a subbie goes bust on your job, you've got two options: either get another subbie in to finish it off, which is typically costly, or self-perform or do it yourself. And in this case, we decided to take those guys onto our books, and we basically formed our own formwork business now that will operate across probably 4 jobs. So it's not as if we're performing all us formwork ourselves, but a few major jobs will be self-performing.
So you're sort of picking and choosing or prioritising the jobs in which you might just have to use in-house formwork.
Yeah, exactly. And it depends, we have great relationships with formwork subcontractors out there. It depends on their capacity and who can do what job at what time. I think we're doing a good job at it so far. We did one job in Melbourne where we self-perform formwork before, so we have done it in the past. It's a reaction to, we had this terrible rain throughout 2021. If you think about formwork as a trade or a business, they're never undercover. So they have guys showing up to site, it raining, sitting in the site sheds. They're still getting paid their wages for a period. But as far as a business owner, you're not getting any productivity. So there were losses that were carried forward from that bad weather, and then throw in other inflationary things like upward pressure on labor costs, upward pressure on materials costs. So there was a lot of pain in that trade in particular. It's not the only trade though. We're self-performing a little bit of joinery. We've always had some other trades on our books, but I think it's expanding just as a result of insolvencies out there in the subcontractor market.
So it's more of a short-term strategic decision, and you'll sort of revisit it.
Yeah, it is. It's short-term, but I can't see if it's success. I can't see us stopping it. So we have 200 form workers, I think, on our books now. And I imagine we'll want to keep them going from project to project rather than have to deal with just doing one job. And then, it's quite costly to wind that up after just one job. So I think we'll continue with it unless we fail at it. But I can't see that being the case. I think we've got a really good, we've also taken on some of their managers. So not just formwork carpenters, but also their foremen or site managers on there. And so, if we make a success out of it, I think it'll be one for the future, but it's just making sure that we plan when you have 200 new people on your book, you need a plan. Okay, when this job finishes, this job starts.
Where they're going to go.
So you don't have this carry, these holding fees, I guess.